Hey DIY, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Erica.
And welcome to our Desperate Backyard.
So we'll start with our lovely fence. As you can see, we've got the rotted model. It's looking really good. We've got lots of rusted nails sticking out of it. This used to be part of it, but it's not anymore. So the gate, which again broken, but it does open sometimes. So into our desperate side yard. Lots of pavers. You'll see we collect them. All different shapes and sizes. We've got piles of them back there. And they don't really serve a purpose. They just kind of sit here taking up space, leaving you objects to trip on. And we'll continue into here, and I think Kyle wanted to tell you all about this absolute disaster back here.
Welcome to our pool area. This is something that Erica brought home one day, and we had every intention of making it right, but it's just never happened. It takes up a lot of room, it is unsightly, and it's just a burden. This is an area that would be great for entertaining friends. I cook all the time, and we do have a lot of holiday parties. This would be a great entertainment area, maybe a raised deck, but something to bring the whole family, the neighborhood, and all of our friends together. If you come over here, you can even see there's a halfway done little brick patio coming up to that pool, but it has just it's just been a nightmare since it showed up.
But you don't like the weeds growing in over here? You've got piles of dirt and lovely weeds that match it. Isn't that nice?
This is our garden trellis. This was here when we moved in. We're not actually sure what it was for. We do believe it's a division between one area and another, but it doesn't serve any purpose.
I think it's so you don't have to look at the rotted fence while you're enjoying your half excuse of a patio.
Very true.
I think
very
that's
true.
Because as you can see, we hide our gutter. This is where we like to keep our extra gutter pieces.
That's true. We do have a wheelbarrow back here.
Storage area.
Yeah, but we would need this gone so we could make more area to entertain.
So this half of the yard doesn't look so bad, but really it's not grass, it's just very green weeds. You see it's nothing but weeds and sand and dirt out, and there's actually nothing but those little spiky balls, those, what do they call them, hitchhikers?
Yeah, sand spurs.
The sand spurs that jump up and they attach to all your clothes, and you really can't hang out over here because it's nothing but weeds that attack you while you're trying to have fun.
Well, and we had some really big ideas for this side. We had some landscaping planned, we had a fire pit, and then about 6 months ago our AC went out, so all of our reserve funds went into doing a new AC, and we had to give up on our plans. But this is still an area I would like to see some natural Florida plants in, something maintainable and sustainable. That's really important here in the state of Florida. But help us out, there's got to be something we can do over here.
It's bad. It's bad. So we thought that this secondary useless space would be a great place to tell you a little bit more about us. I was an athletic trainer for about, what, 6 years?
Yeah. About
6 years, and decided I just needed a little bit more out of my career. So I've gone back to school. I'm in physician assistant school. It is full-time. It's basically med school. I just started my second year. I still work tournaments when I can on the weekends to help out with money, but I'm basically a full-time student again.
I go to school full-time at the University of South Florida. I am studying in political science. I'm moving on to law school here very shortly. I do work full-time. I work over 40 hours every single week, studying and planning a wedding now. Sometimes they cut into the time that we have for projects around the house, but that's a little bit about us.
So we've showed you all of our least favorite parts of the yard, and just to kind of sum up, we would love to see all of these rusted and rotted fences just removed, and something safer and a little bit easier on the eyes in its place. Just this entire nightmare back here, just gone. Something better where we can socialize and invite people over and have a nice little bar or barbecue area and enjoy our backyard.
And on the other side over here, we'd like to try to put in some sod. I would like to have somewhat of a lawn. We'd maybe have some natural Florida landscaping, but we're in over our heads. You guys are the experts and we need your help.
Please, we need it so badly.